Hi everyone, I have Kelly here with me today. She is a top scorer for the IB examinations in 2023, scoring 43 points. She's our former student at our tuition center at IB Super, and currently she's a law undergrad with a local university in Singapore. She'll be sharing with you some tips and tricks on how to ace the IB examinations.
Question 1. Okay, so I think one extremely important study technique would just be to be very organized and disciplined with yourself. Personally, I'm not very good with that, so I really rely on my Google Calendar. I make sure that I have everything planned out, that I don't forget a single deadline, and I also set little deadlines for myself so that I'm doing the task progressively and it won't end up last minute. So whenever I get a new assignment or I need to study for an exam, I'll break up what I need to do into smaller parts, smaller tasks. Yeah, take it one step at a time. I also like to use Pomodoro, so it's like the 25-minute period of work followed up with a 5-minute break. I think that's very good in terms of pacing yourself. Yeah, making sure that you focus and be more productive. Question 2. So I started going to IB Super for math tuition with Miss Bell since year 4 in SOTA, all the way till the end of my SOTA journey. The reason why I went for it was because I was honestly a struggling student. My math was really bad. I felt like no matter how hard I studied, I just wasn't getting there. I wasn't really improving. I also felt like sometimes my school materials were lacking a bit. And the thing with classroom learning is that it's like the teacher doesn't have time to give every single student the same amount of attention. So your learning, it won't be as targeted of an approach as compared to tuition. I felt like going to tuition really gave me a chance to really work on whatever I was weak at in terms of the subject. Miss Bell would constantly be giving me feedback and very tailored responses to my answers, and make sure that I'll do corrections for all my math papers to really make sure that I'm getting the technique down. So yeah, I felt like it was very personalized to my weaknesses and helped me to improve a lot. Also, I felt like going to tuition was also that helped me to stay disciplined, because usually I felt like when I didn't have a designated time to study or work on a subject, I would just be slacking around or lazing around. Whereas when I go to tuition, it's like I'm forcing myself to sit down and really just focus and lock in on the subject. And also it gives a space to ask questions to your tuition teacher about anything. Yeah, so I felt like it was really good in terms of helping me. So when looking for a tuition center, some things that I keep in mind would be convenience and the teaching style. I went to IB Super because it's really near to SOTA, my school, because it's in Singapore Shopping Centre, super close to Dhoby Ghaut MRT. So I would just have lessons anytime I ended school. It would just be a short walk from my school to the tuition center. I felt like IB Super was very useful because of the patient teachers who really gave a targeted approach to each and every one of their students. Yeah, I felt like this gave a lot of attention to each student during the 1.5 hours. And there's also an online version. So for example, if you cannot make it or it's inconvenient to travel down for you that day, let's say you're studying for your exams, you can just conduct a Zoom lesson with your tuition teacher. And I felt like that was really convenient and also really helpful in learning. Yeah. IB Super has many useful learning materials available for you, self-created by Miss Bell and her team. For example, there are many practice papers that she has made that will be given to you in class. These practice papers were actually basically different questions taken from past IB papers but modified. So this will really prepare students for what will definitely potentially come out in their actual exams. Other than that, there's also many cheat sheets she will be giving to you in class as well. For example, there's these newly self-published cheat sheet books. They are for IB Math for all levels. Basically, they give a concise summary of the entire syllabus, all the key concepts, so that it will be an easy reference for students preparing for their exams. It will be really convenient and will definitely speed up learning. Last question. Honestly, I wasn't a good student at all last time. In fact, for my prelims results, I only got 32 out of 45, and that really discouraged me. But in the end, it all played out okay. So I just want to encourage everybody, stay positive and not be overly hard on yourself. I think the main thing is to always keep your motivation. Like remember your main goal, like why you're even studying so hard in the first place. It's like for your future. Just don't be discouraged by a few bad grades. Know that it will all be okay in the end as long as you really put your mind to it and work hard. Like very cliche advice, but yeah, just stay disciplined and focused, and whenever you need help, just seek it from your friends or your teachers. Good luck.